Hello, my name is Doris and I am Little Bird Products. Welcome back if you've been here before, and if you're new to my channel, thank you for joining us. What I wanted to do today was to start my video for part 2 of how to upsize while you upcycle your garments. And earlier in the week at the preview of part 2, I'd asked for some input on what I should make first. And I got quite a few votes for the #1 tee, which, let me turn this around, I'll just pull it up here, is this beautiful aqua teal bling with a V-neck t-shirt. And I think this t-shirt is super cute. I'm glad people chose this. And what I thought, when I started to put together all my completer pieces for it, what I thought I should do is call this 50 Shades of White, because I went through my other t-shirts to add on, and I wanted some white one. And when I put it together, and I have this lovely dress, you can see they're all white, but they're all different shades of white. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's just that the material, now fortunately these two, which are a little sheer, lighter weight white t-shirts, they're, because of the same material, the white of them is pretty similar. But if you look at this t-shirt is a little heavier, and it is actually a Faded Glory size medium, but it's really a pretty small size medium. Look at the differences in those whites. And then I love this dress. It's got kind of like eyelet lace at the bottom. I thought, man, I could use this. I really like it. Boy, it is sure a different shade of white. However, it goes with this really nice. So I think I'll let it be a surprise for what I use, because I'm going to have to ponder this a little more. What I'm going to do basically, though, for this upcycle, the way that I do it is I take and I take the sides off, and that includes the sleeves, because I want to widen it. I want to widen it comfortably. And normally what I do is find another t-shirt that I like, and in this case I'm going to choose one of those white ones, and I marry it on the sides. So what I do is I cut the sleeves off, and I keep that at kind of at an angle like this. And I cut the sleeves off. I'll take a picture of that after I cut the sleeves off of this one. And then I take the t-shirt that I choose, and let's just say that I choose this one because it's nice and lightweight. And the nice thing about it is the sleeves are kind of stretchy, and they're lightweight too. So I'm gonna, I think, keep the long sleeves. So then, and I'll also show you a picture after I cut this. What I do is I take it, and when I cut it, I take and I cut it this way, so that I've got these wide godet pieces and I have the sleeves. So I only end up with a kind of a V-shaped piece down the center that's waist, and I use that usually to line pockets, or I use it for a ruffle, however that looks. And what that gives me is they're kind of, let's say when I cut the sleeves off of the other t-shirt, the turquoise one, what happens is the shoulder seams come to here, and then when I marry this with it, you'll have this extra. See, I keep this is the other shoulder seams, and so what happens is I'll get a drop shoulder effect, which I really like. And then this opens up on the sides, and because it's lightweight, it'll be kind of airy. Then what I think I'm going to do is, even though it is a different shade of white, I like to lengthen my my t-shirts as well, because not just upsize them on the side, but I like them when they're longer, because as I've said before, I like the front to be 28 inches long. That covers my crotch. I like that covered. That way I can wear my tights, not just have to wear jeans or something with it. And then I like to cover my booty in the back, so I like it to be about 30 inches long in the back. So that gives you kind of a high-low effect. So what I think I'll do is I'll take the bottom of this dress and I'll make that the bottom of the t-shirt all the way around, front and back. And I think I have enough material to do that. So after I get this cut out and I have everything pinned up, and normally what I do is cut the pieces out and then I pin everything up on my mannequin so I can see how it's going to look. Then I serge all the seams because I like the way they are serged. With t-shirt pieces, you don't really need to serge those or zigzag stitch if you don't have a serger. But the dress is cotton, so that'll need, you know, zigzag stitch so it doesn't fray. And then after I have it pinned up and I like the size, I take the measurements, I look at it, I make sure the sleeves are going to fit me and hit where I want. Then I take it off the mannequin and then I repin it for the way that I'm going to sew it. And then I sew it together. So I'll take some pictures along the way and I'll put them in here so you can see them. But I also will put the pictures at the end because some people have said that the pictures, when I inset them, are too tiny. I'm thinking about doing the picture-in-picture where it shows it in half, takes half the screen, as opposed to just an inset in the picture. So I'm going to try that so that you can see it a little better. And I'm still working on my microphone so I can improve the sound, but I think things sounded, you know, pretty good, although you get a little background noise. Because I'm hearing impaired, if there's background noise, I apologize. I don't hear it until I go to play my video, and then sometimes I'll hear what's going on in the background, and I've been trying to edit that out if I can. So anyway, pictures to come, and then depends on how long this video is. I might do a second video for the vest or jacket that's chosen. I've had several votes for the vest that's colorful and has the embroidery on it, and quite honestly, I really like that. That's my fave, and I'm probably going to make it into a duster vest. So if this video turns out to be, for the t-shirt, turns out to be pretty short, then I'll include that in here. Otherwise, it'll be in next week's video because I do need to get these done because I have a show a week from this Saturday. So enjoy.
I wanted to take a couple of minutes here just to model my finished product for you. I know you'd be excited about that. And then what I'm going to do is segue into a second top that I made using this same technique. This is my favorite way to upsize and upcycle a t-shirt. I love purple too. And I love these with bling. I'm almost finished with it. I just have to sew the pockets on. And those pockets are made out of the sleeves and the underside of the sides that I cut off. And this shirt, I love it. It's got long sleeves. They're extra long, but they can roll up, and it's a lightweight long sleeve. And I love the color. I'm going to turn that around. And you see with part of the sides that I cut off, this is the sleeves. I use that for a ruffle at the bottom because you know I like things longer. And then this is the other side. That's where I take the sides out, the sleeves on the side. And then this, and I'll show you a picture here in the inside of the way I cut that purple one up, so that I cut it this way so that I have the sides. And by the way, whenever you do this, when you go to cut it off, make sure you put a little pin on the side that's the front side of your sleeves, because once you go to get them out, it's like you're not going to be able to tell the front from the back. So anyway, I put a little pin on the fronts so that I get them in the right way. That's the voice of experience. And then the bottom, because I like to lengthen the back, I cut that off of another t-shirt that I was going to upcycle. So that's the bottom of another t-shirt. Let's see, it's two pieces then put together so I can have a nice ruffle on the back. But I think this turned out really well, and it fits me generously, and I'm a 2X, so this one I think really came out pretty, and I'm just very pleased with the way it looks. And now I'm going to show you a different technique. This is where you just open up the side seams and you take sleeves from another t-shirt and then you cut them open like this, and then you use those as an inset, and this is how they look when you insert them, and this is the finished product. And of course I put a little flair to them. Now this is the same technique but with a slightly different product. Open the seams, then you cut up your insets. In this case I didn't use sleeves, and here you inset it. You pin it up. You want to make sure that everything is going to fit just right. You check it from the front too, and you check for your length, and then this is what it looks like in the end. And I'll show you a little dancing video of me for all of